can't quite believe I'm here making this kind of video, to be honest. If you would have told me in my 20s I would be making a video about flowers and gardening, I would have definitely laughed you off. But I guess they say the older you get, it's the simple things in life that you enjoy, and that seems to be true. But I'm doing this video based off of a previous one I made where I asked you guys what are your simple little pleasures that set your day up in a positive note, you know, make it a good day. And you know, like some people love a nice coffee and first thing in the morning, sets them up. And mine recently, especially with the nice weather, has been the I've got this one plant. I'll show you. I'm gonna go out in the garden in a minute, because if any of you are gardeners, I need your help, because I'm making a mess of most of this, to be honest. But I've got this one plant which is a lavender, and granted it's doing really well, and I think that's because that's the only one that was planted before I moved in. I did have to I can't remember what the term for it is, but where you cut it all back ready for another bloom. I did have to do that, and I thought I messed that right up, but it's bloomed lovely today, not today, this year. And yeah, so going back to like my simple pleasures, I love just sitting in the garden with the sun, listening to the birds chirping in the background, and just watching all the bees come to this plant and just do their thing. I get mesmerised by it. I always say the dog's going mental in the garden. She chases the bees though, so I feel sorry, because I want the bees to come here and get their stuff, the pollen, but then Jessie scares them off. But I'm gonna show you around the garden now. So this is a really nice one, and that is the one where all the bees come to. But then you'll see right next to it is, I think that's French lavender, and for about a week it was as good as the other lavender I just showed you, but now it's all gone brown. I don't know if it's finished its bloom and it just all needs to be cut off for a new one, but it just seems extremely short. Like I said, they were good for about a week. I have heard online that they're meant to be notorious for being hard to look after, so maybe I've just killed them. But any advice on that? This one here seems to half be good, and then there's loads of buds ready to come out, but I don't know, maybe they're shy, they just don't want to come out, which is annoying, because I'd like it if the whole thing was bloomed and it'd all be purple. But yeah, got daisies here. They're probably, other than the big lavender, they're doing really well. This one here, can't remember what's called. See these little blue flowers there? There's hardly any. This whole thing, for again, like the French lavender, it was all bloomed, all blue. It looked beautiful. I loved it. And the bees were coming to this one as well, because I wanted to plant a load of flowers that bee friendly, basically, so they could all come and get their pollen. But now, after a week, pretty much all those blue flowers have gone, and then there's loads of these like buds, as if they're all going to bloom out of it, but nothing's coming. So that one might be dead as well. So that's two. And then this one I'm absolutely gutted about. Don't know the names of any of these, but my memory is awful regardless, so I'm not too fussed about that. I know I wouldn't know them. But I've got this one here, and this was amazing. The pink ones were bloomed real nice, and there was loads of buds still ready, so it would have been massive. And then one morning I woke up, and this was at like a 90-degree angle. I don't know if the wind from down there just blasted it. It looked like it snapped the stems, and then ever since it's a bit brown at the back, and they're drooping. They all seem to be dying, so maybe that's dead as well. But if there's any gardeners in the comments, please let me know if I've got any hope of turning this around or whether I've murdered most of my plants.